Hello viewers, welcome. We are honored to host the Kenya National Union of Nurses Secretary General Seth Panyako. He is also one of the aspirants in the Malava by-elections. Karibu sana mheshimiwa.
Thank you.
Last time we had an interview, we talked about a whole lot of issues about nurses.
Yeah.
Today, let's talk about politics. You contested against the late Malulu Njendi in 2022 as a member of parliament in Malava constituency. What makes you confident right now that you may clinch this seat in Malava with the competition that you have right now?
2 or 3 things. One is that Malulu was the strongest competitor against me, and I beat him. He was number 3. He was not even number 2. The people of Malava had rejected him, but he imposed himself on the people. He got humiliated. In fact, when he left Malava High School to his home, he was crying. And he was telling people that the people have rejected me. It is Muluye who kept telling him, no, you are the one who have the certificate. People are saying, don't cry. He knew he had lost, and he knew he had stolen the election. He was not even happy with that victory himself. You know, when you lose and you know you've lost it, and you know you have stolen, and you know people have rejected you. So you're imposing yourself on the people. He cried. He knew it. Currently, there are many issues, about 3 or 4 issues that put me ahead of the pack. Number one is that the people are very angry. They are very angry from what has happened to me in 2 elections. Mm-hmm. In 2017, they say they know my victory was stolen. In 2022, they know it was stolen. And this time round, they are very bitter and angry that they are going to vote, and anybody who tries to steal my vote. My only issue is the vote, protecting the vote. It has nothing with winning the vote. The people of Malava have made up their minds. They want me to be the next member of parliament. They have wanted me from 2017, but their will has always been diverted by dark forces. People are called dark forces. So I'm confident. I have the numbers. The credit responsibility that I have is to protect the vote that these people are going to vote, people of Malava. Number 2 is that there is an awakening call which we have come up as leaders from Western, and we are telling our people, look here, for you to sit on that table and for you to ask your piece, even in development, because our administrative structure, political administrative structure and executive is made in a way that there's more development to where the people are lying to government as opposed to those who are not lying to government. Mm-hmm. So you see, like for example, in Kakamega, our airstrip doesn't function. It is the only one in this region that doesn't work because maybe Kakamega has no strong footing in the government. That's why you see our airstrip only operated for a few months. It's gone. It's not there.
We have Pone Halole there.
He's just alone. I have not finished what I was saying. So it requires for you to have a strong political vehicle, that we all put our vote in that political vehicle, mm-hmm. that reflects the leadership of our people. We may start by saying we are starting by saying we want a political party that's home-based, political party that is exciting our people in the Luhya nation today is the Democratic Action Party. Remember the other time I told you, and you say you are the Democratic Action Party, and I told you I was not at that time. But the party that is exciting the Luhya nation is making the Luhya nation know that we can actually have a political party, we can support a political party, have people elected in that political party, and we can have our leaders now having the power to sit on the table and negotiate for our region. Because as long as we have this kind of system where the president still holds the wheel and decides where development goes and where it doesn't go, you need to have a strong bargaining power. And the strong bargaining power lies in the vote of the people. If they don't vote for you, they cannot give you the power to negotiate. And at that point is where I only say, don't blame Mudavadi. Don't blame Wetangula. Why are you blaming him? Don't even blame Eugene. You did not give them enough votes. You did not. You have ODM is domineering everywhere. And then when ODM has all these seats, what Raila goes to Pakane and takes these things to Nyanza. Here we are left. So we need to have a homegrown party that takes all the seats in Luhya nation. Then now, the person whom we have confided and given the vote, the power, will be able to work with other political parties from across the country, mm-hmm. to form government. Then in that government, our share will be there. So our people are awake to that fact that they want to vote to show the Kenyan world that now the Luhya people have started seeing what it means to vote for your own people. That's issue number one. The last issue is that there is the general dissatisfaction with the government. The performance of the government has been not to the expectations of Kenyan people. There is over-taxation. The issue of housing levy remains a thorn in the flesh of the Kenyan workers. And I can tell you for free that the about 4 million working Kenyans who are being deducted, you included, will not vote for William Ruto, will not vote for Kenya Kwanza administration. You saw when Mudavadi came to Malava and he had teachers. Teachers raised pertinent issues. Some on medical cover, even other civil servants, they had their medical allowance taken away, up to 4,000, that they are going to do a comprehensive medical scheme. That comprehensive medical scheme is not there, has collapsed. In SHA, you know, sometimes we need to be honest, because when you're not honest, you look like a dishonorable leader. That you saw the president say our parliament is riddled with corruption. I have been saying this. I told you that here the other time. I told you don't have a parliament. You are questioning me. Now you heard it from the horse's mouth. He said himself that these people are corrupt. These people are useless. Also the president himself. I was sitting there when he was saying that. I was in Homa Bay. And I clapped for him. And I gave him a standing ovation for saying the truth, that we don't have a parliament. He really excited me. And you see, the issues of SHA, to me, SHA isn't that bad. The problem with SHA is that they are not differentiating between the needy people, those that used to pay 300 in the NHIF. Because when you ask a mother who is a widow, she's not working, she depends on maybe selling a chicken around for her day-to-day activities, and you ask her to pay 1,000 shillings, and you tell her pay for a whole year before you access medical care, you are definitely denying these people care. And I'm now investing a lot in assisting these mothers and these widows and those people who are not able in society, especially the area elders. They do a great job in the community. They are not paid. Every time I am assisting, even this week I've just paid. Last on Friday, I paid for SHA for an area elder at my village in Manda. He got an accident and supposed to be operated on, and he doesn't have the money. He's being told to pay 8,700 for a year. He works for the government for free. There's nothing that the government gives that area elder in return. Health should have been, they should have been said, all area elders in Kenya, free medical cover. And wapewe hizo kazi na watoto wao. So people are very bitter. When you look at the share, the level of deduction is 2.7% on gross salary. If it's about healthcare, why do you want to deduct my house allowance and take it to health? My position remains that social health insurance cover is a responsibility of the government, and government runs her programs through taxes. So the government should find where it can tax everybody so that it becomes really universal. But to think that the about 4 million Kenyan workers will finance and take care of the health of over 55 million Kenyans, that is where the problem is. So generally the issue of taxation has really made the Kenyan workers very bitter and harsh and unfulfilled promises. When you come home, for example, the road from Malava to Samedhi all the way to Namirama to Shanda, we have been promised this road will be tarmacked every election. President Uhuru Kenyatta promised us. It was never tarmacked on first term, second term. We promised our people will do it. It has been opened 2-3 times, yet nothing has happened. When we look at those kind of projects which are not, the road in Malava is in pathetic situation. You saw the other time the media was there and it showed how the road had been spoiled at a particular area and it was a danger to the community. Nothing has happened up to now, despite the fact that the media highlighted
the other day when they were at Bulupi, that is Musalia Mudavadi and Farouk, they say there's a contract already on.
Nothing. Those people are liars. There's no contract. There's nothing going on at all. There is a road from Butali going to Malaya. During Oparanya's time, he had started working on that road. Up to now, nothing is happening. It is stalled. We have a milk plant that is stalled in Malava.
But those are now county projects.
whether it's county or not county, all that money comes from the national government. The county does not generate our own revenue. So me, I don't want to be told this government.
They have their own revenue.
There is no county citizen and there is no national citizen. And this is where I agree with the governors. These things of saying this road belongs to county, this one belongs to the national government. Mananchi doesn't know that.
So all those stall projects, you feel like those are some of the things that makes you confident that you're going to clinch these seats?
Yeah, I have started by, I've been telling you according to the strength.
Yes.
The strongest is that feeling that the right of the
but you're dismissing there's probably no one who is stronger than...
Fortunately, I've not spoken about everybody else. You know, when I was in college...
No, actually you said Malulu was the strongest. That it was.
No, he wasn't. He wasn't. I think that was a slip of the tongue because he was number 3. How would he have been strongest? In public perception at that time. But you see, Manyazi beat him. The two of us should be locking horns if you go by the last election. But your elections are dynamic. You cannot say you have the vote. The votes are not there.
Exactly.
We are going for a new election.
You can also dismiss the newcomers. You just never know their strength.
No, fortunately, I've told you, my nature of politics is not to discuss other contestants. But since you have pushed me, is where I've mentioned about Manyazi because of the numbers which were there. But those numbers are not here right now. All of us are equal. We have 0 votes until the counting is finished. All of us have 0 votes. And all of us have equal chance of winning. We are all sons and daughters of Malava. I understand there is one lady who is contesting. I don't know her. But we are all sons and daughters of Malava. Even when one loses, another one wins. Malava wins. Because if the win is attributed to the will of the people, I said that Seth Panyako, I must accept. It's a win for the people of Malava because it's the people, the majority, who want so and so to be their member of parliament. And therefore, if that person they want to be a member of parliament wins, it's a choice, the win of the people. An individual is not bigger than the community. So
are you intimidated at some point, maybe with the presence of President William Ruto, Salim Davati, who is now coming in as the lead campaigner in the UDA? Are you intimidated in a way, especially right now, right now that as much as you're saying ANC did not win, Malava is actually considered an ANC stronghold?
I am very happy. Every time these fellows come, they give me more votes. They lose more votes every time they come. So I'm happy for them to continue coming. Number one, look at these things they are calling empowerments. They have just been stealing from people. At Putali, they had about 85 Pota groups. They said they had raised about 9 million. And what happened? They gave the Pota people had raised for 4 million. Then they came and said they added 5 million. But what they gave the Pota people was 5 million. And then on top of the 5 million, they added around 25 groups which were non-existent. So the Pota ended up getting a loss because they added groups which are not existing. So they took away 4 million and said it was for logistics, for tents and chairs and water. Yeah, they went with it. The same in Kimangeti, when they did for church, groups of churches. Those churches have not received the money up to now. They got very little money. So you can see the cuts from the people who are involved. They said the one they were raising over Friday when my son, I said on TV yesterday that he was my brother. He is not my brother, he is my son. And Anja is my son. And Anita mimi baba. Ni abana nduku yangu, yeye ni mtoto wangu. They raised money and they had promised those widows that immediately their fundraising is over, you are going to line up and we'll give you your money. Because they know how the money has been being stolen in the past. When the Harambee Court finished, did you see them lie down? I know you were there because you are a journalist. Did you see any woman being given money? They went with the whole money. This has been what they have been doing. So the Potapotas, they call the Potapotas Malava, they wanted to say now, give you 2,000. So Potapotas say, oh, this is our money, the one they had stolen from us. Let us take the 2,000. And they were happy. And they took the money and said, we cannot vote for you. Because you people are dishonest. And that's why I tell every time they come, they add me more votes. And every time they come to say they want a government person, the people ask, which government? If it is Ruto's government, it's Panyako who brought it here. It is him who should be telling us the government is good. You people, like all these aspirants, let me tell you why we have about 6 or 5 people gunning for UDA ticket. Only for 2 reasons. And I told one of the relatives of one of the contestants yesterday, somewhere we were with her. There are only 2 reasons. why they are running for UDA ticket. Any other Kenyan with any clean mind, you can't run on UDA ticket because you will not make it. And the reasons why they are running on the UDA ticket is, number one, they know that UDA has money. They will be given maybe 100 million or 150 for campaign. The first thing they will do is to remove their 50 million or 20 million put aside to take care of the money they spent during the nomination period. They are spending a lot of money. Some of them have sold vehicles, and I'll come to that. So that is one reason, number one. They know there is money in UDA, and they know that it's the money they are targeting. Target number one. Target number two, they were promised that the government will steal election. So they are not there to win. They are there, number one, to get the money, number two, to sit and wait for the government to steal elections for them.
How do you know all this, Muhesh?
Why should I know? I'm a politician.
You are in UDA. Are they the same promises you are given when you are vying on?
UDA was not the ruling party then. And we remember we were told we have the system. You remember the system? Yes. They said they had the system. And the system collapsed. Because they had no even agents in the entire region. They didn't have agents. They didn't have agents in Central. They didn't even have agents everywhere. So their system collapsed. But if they had agents, the system would have worked. Are you getting it? You rarely get to know people who win elections in Kenya. A majority of Kenyans win elections are at home. This is the saddest part of the story. And that is why the president can get so frustrated to the extent that saying publicly, international media, that our members of parliament are so corrupt that they cannot do their work independently. Their hands are already tied with the money. And I heard somebody say they are given as low as 10,000 shillings for you to divert the will of the people, to legislate it the wrong way, because whatever they are doing there is legislation and oversight. They do legislation, oversight, and what? And representation. So the three functions given due to the constitution, 10,000 or 30,000 or 50,000 shillings given by somebody, makes you not to do that function. And the people have entrusted you. So I can speak boldly about the corruption in the government because the president has said it so himself. He's the head of state.
I think
who else can we trust?
We will really come back to that, to national politics. But I really want us to focus more on Malava. And first, you didn't get to answer me directly. Are you intimidated by the presence of President William Ruto and Musalia Mudavadi?
Well, maybe I answered you, but indirectly, because
you just
I answered you directly,
yes.
indirectly. But let me make it very clear that their presence makes me happy.
Okay.
Makes me happy because every time they come, and I want to repeat, they add me more votes. Politically, they cannot intimidate me. I'm not a person to be intimidated. If I want to be intimidated, why will I leave UDA? Where there is money? I will not have left.
The last time we had an interview with you, Mheshimiwa, you told me Ruto called you and told you leave my party. So why would you?
Yeah, that's why I'm telling you. Later on, I told him that's not your party. The party is supposed to belong to the people and to the members. It's not yours. And that's why I stuck around for some time. 2 years later, I was still in UDA. And I left last year this year early.
After the demise of Mheshimiwa, have they reached out to you probably before you declared your...
They have, but they are scared calling me directly because they don't know what I'll tell them. They know my mind is straightforward. So UDA reached out to you? They have reached out to me, but you see, they know I've told them my mind is clear. That is why you saw when Nabin Apwera and his colleagues were shaming themselves at Kimangeti. They say, since I've refused to listen to them, let them come and campaign against me. There is no fire. There is no fire. If they are not coming for these empowerment things, let them come there to look for votes. We have trained our people. Sisi pia si wachika. We have told our people when they come, you wacha wakule pesa. Unajua kichokosa mtu hata kupeje nyako nayo. Wacha atoe pesa, but immediately akiondoka, onyesha kwa barabara nyinyi mnaunga nani mkono. That is what happened in Malava when they came. Immediately they left. There was song and dance in the entire Malava. People were singing, sisi tumekubali kumchakua Panyako. And they were frustrated. They were nishukuze. Immediately they left. I think you have seen the videos. People erupted from nowhere and they were singing about Panyako. He is our member of parliament. So people have made up their mind. Whatever they do, I'm not worried about that. But that doesn't mean I'm not campaigning. I'm not asking for votes. I'm not relaxing. I would reach every family. I'll reach every home. I'll reach every person. I'll reach every market. I'll reach every place where water is fetched. I'll reach the farms. I'll reach everywhere. I'll go to the forest. If there are people gathering, looking for firewood in the forest, Malava forest, I'll go look for votes from them. I'll walk everywhere. We have DCP. We're actually in the opposition as well. They have their own, aspirant there. Do you think that this is going to work against you now that we will not have a united opposition, but we have DCP, DAP, all of them, fronting their candidates?
against
now,
the UDA?
I will, there are two things that disadvantages the government wing. I will tell you one. I will tell you those two things. I already explained. But there is one thing that is very prominent with government in place with by-elections. The people are very bitter about the failed promises and the dictatorship that's being emitted by the government. So that one alone thrust us in the opposition ahead. But coming back, the voting patterns in terms of where we have many numbers, of course, yes, in a general election is very significant. But in a by-election, people make up their mind very early who they want to vote for. But let us go to the last general election. Kenya Kwanza had two strong candidates, Panyako and Malulu Njendi. The other people had one candidate, Job Manyas. Job Manyas, I told you, was number 2. But let us now go what was recorded. Kenya Kwanza had candidate number 1. Kenya Kwanza had candidate number 2. And the other one, what was it? Azimio had number 3. So from where I sit, it doesn't matter whether they fail or not. From where I sit, whether DCP brings a candidate, the people will elect the person they want. So as for me, the number of political parties, it will be even good for DCP to have a candidate on the ballot in Malava. You know why? So that Malala can know that he has no say in Malava. Do my wish. There is nothing called Malala in Malava. He has no influence on our voters completely. If you don't respect the people, they say if you don't respect the hand that feeds you, it will slap you. So Malala is ripe for slap. He needs to get a slap. A political slap, not a fiscal fight. He needs to get a political slap. You understand? And that should be happening in Malava. Malava is where we are saying the Luhya nation is going to be respected. The Luhya nation is awakening. It is time for the Luhya nation to speak, and it's going to speak through Malava. And we are not mincing our words. We are not tribalists, but the fact is, politics is tribal. Politics is domestic. Politics is in the village. It's everywhere. I've told you I look for votes everywhere, including where water is fetched, everywhere. Look at Trump. I told you that time. He won on the basis of tribalism, racialism. Say, this America belongs to the white people. I'm going to chase all these fellows to go back to their countries. Has he chased everybody? He even threatened the other time to deport Obama. And you know, that excites the Jovenists, those people who believe we are the white people, this is our country. So in Western region, we have been neglected. We cannot be the second largest community in Africa, in Kenya. And actually we are number 1. Because the people they are saying are number 1. When we go there, nursery schools have closed. They have no children. But here we are having children every year. Tunafumula watoto, pap, 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 pap. Then you tell we are number 2. How? Be as it is. Record-wise, we are number 2. We cannot play third fiddle for 60 years. Yet we are number 2 in population. We must be either number 2 or number 1. And that is why we are saying the march to bring in the Luhya nation, would have our numbers count and to have our respect, is going to begin in Malava. The question you asked, have I answered properly or have not answered? That issue is that the number of people who are contesting will not affect the outcome and the will of the people of Malava. Number 2, the hatred that the people have against the ruling party today. In fact, by the death of my brother, my son, Andanji, it has even doubled. Why am I saying this? This young man is my son. He was told to resign from Bungoma High School as a chief principal. He was promised that he will be given direct nomination. When he arrives on the ground, he has used his money. He even used some of his savings. He initially was staying in Chekalini. He had to build a home in Malava at Manda, which cost him over 30 million or maybe 20 million to kuchenga hiyo nyumba. So all his savings he has put into ensuring that he gets this ticket to go to parliament or for the 2 reasons I had given you. Then suddenly, poof, there are other 5 candidates. And he's being told, after all, you are not the favorite. Hata kama leo utafanya nini? Utastuka. And we strongly say the kind of treatment that the aspirants in UDA have been subjected to is the one that has caused the death of my son. And I'm saying this without meaning my words. So the seat for Malava is going to the opposition. That's all I can say. It's already done. People have already decided. You can't change their minds today.
Actually, those are just speculation. We cannot really say that is the reason as to why.
If you ask me a question, you need me to give you an answer.
He died.
You cannot come around again and say the answers are speculations. Then you should not have asked that question.
No. I'm actually talking about Andanje's death. You know, you talked about the reasons as to why he died, and that is why.
What else? A person who's healthy, you had the wife say he was healthy. He has not been sick. He did not even have malaria. You had it. That's a family speaking. Who are you to challenge that and say it's speculation? Who are you? If the family is saying our son has been killed, when they are saying our son was not sick, what are they saying? They are saying somebody has killed our son. Somebody has killed my husband. Somebody has killed my father. That's what the family is saying.
You know, msema kweli ni postmortem.
It doesn't matter. Postmortem, what did it tell you? It will tell you cardiac arrest. Finish, period. What else? I am a medic. Forget your video at postmortem. It will tell you nothing. And even if there is something beyond cardiac arrest, they can decide to mess around with it. The fact is, we have lost our son. And the fact is, the family is saying, he was not sick. He has never been sick. I am part of the family because his father was my cousin. So he's my son. And I'm speaking because I don't want to, it's not politics. I'm a leader who has defended the rights of Kenyans. And that's what I live by defending the rights of Kenyans. By defending workers. Because workers' rights are Kenyan rights. And therefore, when I defend a worker, I defend a Kenyan. So I cannot fail to join my family in saying these people have been mistreated. You saw how they are being told to dance to Farouk. How can you make a family person to dance to Farouk? Farouk, who is Farouk? I tell you.
He's a presidential aide.
Which aide? Where is it? What is his job description? Coming to Malava to tell people to dance around. They have never been coming to Malava. Mudavadi has never been coming to Malava. What is he coming to do today?
To campaign.
He came once. And when he came once, what happened? We lost our son. He came once and we lost our son. And we are not saying this. We're not mincing our words. He will not come back. He's not gone for a journey in Kampala and he will come back. And Anje is gone. And we will say the truth because we are not scared of anything. Mudavadi came for the first time and we lost our son. This money you are hearing, they are jangering around. The little that was left in Kimangeti, one of the person went and took the money and went to hotel and eat ugali because of little money. Akakula nayo chakula nini pesa ikaisha. When the rest asked for the money, they took him to the chief at Ikoli. He committed suicide. Have you had somebody committing suicide because of money? I have you diko na deni yako to commit suicide. This is bloody money. Money that is bullets are going through the head and chest of our children. It's bloody money. And we are saying this without fear of contradiction. It's bloody money. Hata mimi niko na deni yako nijinyonge. Sio ni mapepo inakusukuma ujinyonge.
Why would you say it's blood money?
It's blood money. They've been killing our children. When they steal money for SHA, when they steal money for taxes, is it not blood money? When you have no roads and people are dying because of accidents on the road, because the roads are not well done, because the money is stolen, is it not blood money? When our children go and demonstrate demanding for proper governance, demanding for the act to not to the finance act not to be passed, and they are killed. When they go to commemorate the 1 year of the murder that took place the previous year and they are killed, that's blood money. Who is killing? Why should you kill? Those people in UDA are there for two things. One, they believe election will be stolen for them. Two, they believe there is money. Nothing else. Who else want to associate with UDA? Honestly speaking, who? Who in this country? Apart from maybe a few fellows somewhere. But the actual Kenya, with the independent, even Raila himself is not associating with the UDA. On many occasions, he has refused. He has said, I've only gone there to help them run government. We don't know. We better have a bad government than having no government completely. You understand? And I agree on that. Because you see, if our country turns like Uganda, no, not Uganda, like Somalia, like Sudan, and where people are, it's now civil war. Of course, when you kill our children, it's just like you are turning our country to be like Sudan, Khartoum, but not at that level. Once we go to the area of civil war and people start to fight clearly to overthrow the government, then it is when Kenyans will know that let us have a bad government than having no government at all. That's the only aspect I agree with them. It's better to have a bad government than not to have a government. Otherwise, nobody is willing to associate with UDA, even ODM itself, even Raila himself.
Raila said that they are going to associate beyond 2027.
He said that. And this General Secretary General, who's the spokesperson of the party? In fact, legally speaking, whatever Raila says, those are his own things. What Sifuna says, that he speaks on behalf of the party because he's a spokesperson. I don't care. I'm not an ODM person. But what I'm saying is that when he's asked, why are you with Kenya Kwanza, what does he say? We have come to help them run government.
I think he has made a number of, meetings or rallies in Malava, not necessarily the first one, as you say. I just wanted to correct.
No, he has not made in Malava. He's been doing it in Nairobi.
No, he has. When he attended the meeting, Yahao Walimu, he was in Malava.
No, it's just one occasion, one day. He came Friday. He made porta-pottas. The rest of the meetings have been doing in Nairobi, carrying people, taking to Nairobi. For the first time, Masale is meeting people. It's time for harvest.
Okay.
People of Malava are harvesting. What is rightfully theirs? The money belongs to you. Let them give you, but muombe your pesa. Msichukue your pesa na kwa mfuko na kukimbia na kwa nyumba. Pray that money and remove all the blood that is on that money.
DCP's Cleophas Malala, he's the deputy party leader, right? You cannot wish him away when he got 80% of the votes while he was, vying for the gubernatorial.
Do you know that he did not beat the current governor where he voted? In Mumias East. Where he voted, he did not beat Governor Barasa. Governor Barasa beat him at the place he voted.
They come from Mumias East, probably, so...
He says he comes from Navakholo.
Okay.
Yes, he says he comes from Navakholo, not Mumias East. He is a Navakholo resident, not a Mumias East resident. He was beaten by Barasa. We told our people to vote for him for reasons that we told them at that time. And I don't want to keep talking about the past. I've told you, even me, I don't have votes now. Both are with the people, they'll vote. No,
that is why I'm saying, like in Malava, he won against, the current governor. He got 80% of the votes. So that is why I'm saying you cannot wish him away when you're talking about he's not a nanny, he's a nanny issue.
I'm not wishing him away. I'm saying he needs to get a political slap.
Okay.
And I'm saying if it were me, I would have allowed him to continue this candidate so that the Malava people gives him a proper political slap so that he learns to respect those who help him. He learns to know that you cannot walk into my forest. You can walk not into our forest and start harvesting firewood without the area held allowing you, without the chiefs allowing you, without the owners of that forest allowing you. See, you cannot do that.
You helped him. You wanted him arudishe mkono.
No. We just want him some respect. That's all we want.
What kind of respect?
Some respect. You saw he has been abusing me all the time. And the people have told him clearly, you can't come to Malava to abuse our son. We will teach you a lesson. He was at Kimanget, he was abusing me. He was at Ikoli, he was abusing me. If we are in the same political formation, why will you be focusing on me? Everybody in Malava is focusing on me, abusing me. The government people, the opposition. It means I'm the winner. Why are they scared of me? Why is everybody abusing me and focusing on me? It is because they know the people love me. To the extent that is all dead lies. He's saying that I fought with Malulu. Malulu fought my people. Edika, you are hearing, is the one who fought with Malulu after elections. After elections, for me, I shook the hand. Malulu was my uncle. I shook his hand, and we did the boundaries together when we were doing Kapras East and Kapras West. Together. There was no anything, because I told him, now, you are a member of parliament, do your work, I will do the oversight. But the person who was fighting Malulu after he was elected is Edika Busiaka. Even there's a live matter in court, and find out that Kabusiaka fights with Malulu in jail. It will be there right now, not tomorrow. It is there online. So when he goes around saying, oh, don't elect somebody who fought with Malulu, oh, his tribe was Jew, knifed, what? And he's having a candidate who fought Malulu to the grave. It is Edika who fought Malulu to the grave, not me. Me, when the elections were over, I shook the hands of my uncle, and I told him, you have another 5 years. Where you need me, call me. And we work together.
There's a video when Boni Halwale was trying to, unite you.
What was that? What had happened that day? Because people, you forget very fast.
Vita.
Do you know the tradition of the Kapras people? You cannot spill the blood of my son or my daughter, and then the same day he's still lying on bed, and then you are there saying, let us forgive each other. It doesn't work like that. Once you spill somebody's blood, there is a process of forgiveness. And I told him, you have spilled the blood of the followers of a leader who is anointed by the elders. Me, I'm not an ordinary leader. I'm a leader, what they call it, Mukasa. It's in very kiongozi wa Mukasa. Mimi ni mtu wa Mukasa. You can't beat me and you cannot beat my people. And the rest, he beat me, he beat Caleb Sunguti, he beat Madasi. All these people are leaders. And Caleb was beaten by him directly, not his followers. Caleb's bodyguard was of course knifed, and Caleb himself was also knifed. For me, I was not where the war was going on. And Manyazi, when he fought Manyazi, you see, when you fight all these people, now what ni viongozi? It is wrong. What the lady was doing was wrong. So you can't come up today now and start saying, oh, the Panyako fought. Why are they not talking about Manyasi? And he fought Manyasi. Why are they not talking about Caleb Sungutu, who's in Ruth's party? And he's also what they're talking about Panyako. Why? The Edika who fought Malulu to the grave is the one saying Panyako fought with the member of parliament. I've never fought it. You know me. They say I'm harsh. But my harshness is what has made Nasser to live a good life. I have never started war anywhere in public. But the people who bring war, even the man we love, and we still love him up to now, so it stand. He slapped at DC here in Butere when he was in opposition, and they were denying him to speak. He slapped at DC, and you see that when he was given assistant minister, he said, "I'm not going to be assistant minister. I want to be a minister." And he was given a minister for housing. When they said they don't want Butali Sugar come to Butali, he said Butali Sugar will come, and it came, and he was not doing it politely. He was fighting. If you are a man and you are too polite, your wife will even be taken away by anybody. You will protect your wife and your children. You must have stamina to be a father, the head of the family. So for me, if somebody says I'm harsh, I agree. Maybe that's my nature. Because sometimes even when I'm talking with you like this, you will hear others say, oh, he has been very harsh. So if that's my nature of talking, let me talk like that. As long as I have not slapped anybody, I have not fought anybody. They can say whatever they want to say. But for me, as far as I'm concerned, I'm the most peaceful person. If what the late did to me and my people, if I was a violent person, I would have gone for him. Not that I was not able to do that. I was able to revenge. I never revenged.
But eventually, after everything calmed down, you made peace.
No, we didn't make peace because he spilled the blood of my people. Okay. I still repeat that. It was supposed to be his initiative, according to the Kapras tradition, to call me, na hata sio mimi, because I spill blood is supposed to come to my people, the elders. Awambie, I spill the blood of my mjomba, because mimi namuita mjomba, ni mjomba wangu, and I want us to make peace. The Wazezi will now be able to say, if you want to make peace, these are the steps to follow. If it's a church, he goes through the church, and the church will tell you, if you want to make peace, these are the steps to follow. Come to church, we pray for you. Then you shake hands, and then we pray. He never took those steps. He died without us forgiving each other. And it was his initiative. But we were talking. We were talking. That's why you saw, when you go, you'll still see those photos. We are laughing with him when we are doing the boundaries. Because the enmity, politics is not about enmity. It should be issue-based. Sure. But unfortunately, the archaic way of doing politics in Kenya has been not issue-based. So you see somebody was, why do you want to beat my followers? Why do you want to knife them? You want to kill them? Why do you want to kill my driver? If somebody targets your driver, he's targeting you. Because the young man who was knifed was my driver. The other one was my media person. So when you look at all these things, it comes to naught. You know, the Bible says all these things are vanity.
True.
So why do we fight so much? If people don't want you, why can't you let the will of the people? Kwa hivyo, I think up to that point, I'm confident of winning the Malava parliamentary seat.
Why do you think that we have had, right now in the by-election, we've had a whole lot of people who came out? Actually, I'm being told it's 30-something people.
From where I sit, the political brokers in Malava, at a Vayo, you can even be told tomorrow you are contesting in Malava, or you want to be a woman rep, and you have never even said it. Because these political brokers, people who don't work, there are people in Malava who don't work. They just work of getting money from people. So they'll pick your name, they'll put it there, say, oh, you are contesting. They'll start calling you immediately. Oh, bring money, I'm here with the people. Those people, we are about 8 people are contesting. This, that something, forget about it. Those are political brokers bringing people. There is no, hakuna. We are not more than 15. Let me be very honest.
No, not more than 15. But in the opposition currently, what I can just say that now we have Busiega and we have you in DAP-K. Would you wish like you guys, you come together, you have a united opposition in this by-election, or do you rather, go each?
You know, the issue of fronting one opposition candidate is the issue that has been agreed at the national level, at the coalition level. And therefore, I'm a very disciplined person. Things that are supposed to be handled by my party leader are not issues that I'm supposed to delve in. But on my own view, we will go in that by-election stronger by having one candidate. Though it's not automatic that those who are to vote for Edgar will vote for me, for example, if I'm the chosen candidate. I'm not saying if it's going to be one candidate, it will be me who will be chosen. Or
if it is the other way around.
If it's the other way around. If there's, or it's not true that if it's not me on the ballot, my voters will vote for the person who is the flag opposition. But the truth is there will be a number of them who will come. Not all of them will run away. Some of them will come, and that will gaining the momentum and ensuring that. And generally, people in opposition don't like government. So a great chunk of it will come this way. Others might just say, since my candidate is not on the ballot, I'm not voting. You will not force that kind of a person. Yeah. I'm not voting.
Yeah.
Like me, if I'm not on the ballot, I'm telling you, there are very many people who are saying that will be the end of them participating in political activities. They see no reason why to participate because they are looking at how everybody's fighting me, both in and outside government. And they're saying, what is this thing that they are saying in Panyako, that they are fighting so much, including our own opposition? Because even before we decide whether we are going to have one candidate or joined or not joined, all our arsenal should be aimed at the government, the government candidate. But you can see that everybody's arsenals are aimed at Panyako.
Both opposition and the government.
Both. It's about Panyako, nobody else. So I am happy that they see maybe what I don't see in me. But one day maybe God will reveal when I'm elected. Maybe he will tell me, now this is the platform, this is where I want you to go. I take proud that everybody's fighting me. It makes me happy.
I'm told, by the way, that Rigathi Gachagua is coming back next week. So if at all the opposition comes together and say we want one candidate in Malava, and probably you will not be the chosen one, will you say, okay, let's support the favorite of the opposition?
If that's the decision of the coalition, what do you want me to do? I will not have a political party. I can't go independent. Independent, rule it out. So if they say that Panyako, you are not fit, we have somebody else better than you, we think that we'll wrestle the government and put it on the ground, I will accept and retire from politics.
Retire completely?
Of course, yes, I'll retire. Whichever the way. If I win this, I'm going on with politics. If I don't win, I'm retiring from politics. And I'm saying this on TV. And I want you to keep it. It's do or die for me. I don't want to be another Raila. A stolen election 5 times, 6 times. I don't want to be there. I want to be that record.
So this is your last risasi?
It is the last one. It is either I make it or I don't make it. If I don't make it, let me live in the union, let me serve my nurses, and then I'll retire from the union and come home and stay in my home. You see, I'm a farmer. You can see maize around. I've harvested. I have food. I have bananas behind here. I have chicken, you see. I have a cow. A lot of things I can do in the village and my life will go on.
In Malava, one thing that I've actually noted is that clanism plays a role. Do you believe that?
Very true to some extent, but not to some extent. Not very true to some extent, because Soita Shtanda came from the minority clan. That clan of his was the minority. But he managed to bring together the bigger clans and the small clans, and they all took him like he was almost becoming a cult. We almost worshiping him, a small god. So your leadership style will determine whether you spar clan politics or you bring together people. I stand on the platform of uniting our people. Clan politics might play a key role, because after Soita Shtanda's death, the Malava people believe they have never had proper leadership. The leadership that has been there has divided people in clan lines. Like my clan voted for me to the last person. And the last days when Mheshimiwa was alive, I was telling my people directly that you will not get anything from my leadership because you voted for Panyako to call for him to help you. And it has been a challenge to me because so that I've been helping school fees and funerals, because they believe my clan didn't vote for him. So that was a challenge. But
so did he neglect your clan?
He did. But I have since told my people in Malava that, look, I'm a national leader. My uncle could have done that because maybe he was a local leader. I lead across the country. Even if I'm talking about the Luhya Nation uprising, I'm speaking on the platform of the politics is local, politics is tribal. But I'm looking at the national platform. Even if it's me you are looking at, that maybe I can thrash the Luhya Nation in the years to come when my party leader maybe has retired or something like that. Because for me, I'm a true Luhya, and you don't plan to inherit your father when he's still alive. True. You know, in our community, if your father has 10 wives and the youngest is younger than you, when your father dies or becomes too weak, it is you who are assigned the responsibility of taking care of the young wife, the last born. Fortunately, I'm not the last born in the community. But what I'm saying is that I cannot try to inherit my elder brothers when they are still alive. We have to support them so that they are also having a platform out there.
How much influence do you think Governor Natembeya and your party leader, Eugene Wamalwa, have in these by-elections? We've had issues, push and pull in the party.
I'm proud of the two leaders. You know, Natembeya and unfortunately, I have to think that Eugene is an old person.
What do you mean?
I didn't know that you are age mates. Eugene, Natembeya, myself, we are just people of 50s. We are the same age mate. Eugene is not even 60. He's not even approaching 50. 60. He's not. Even if the public service, he will not be retiring. Only that he started this thing early. And people want to put him in the bracket of the old people. So Natembeya, myself, and Eugene, we're the same age bracket. No one can tell the other one to leave. We are all the same bracket. I know they have an immense respect from the people of Malava. Eugene has a long history with the late Soita Chitanda. And anybody who stood with Soita Chitanda commands respect in Malava up to now. Natembeya is coming up with a new slogan to awaken our people. And he has a great liking for the people and for the young generation. And when he speaks with authority and is focused. He appears to know where he's going. And our people are yearning to get a leadership that can give them direction. Actually, the person right now preaching tribalism in Kenya is Malala. Not even his party leader. His party leader is trying to be a national leader. He's trying now to say cousins, hi cousins, trying to bring the Pandus together because they feel that the Nilos have come together. That's the feeling right in the country. They have a feeling that the Nilos have come together. Now the time now the Pandus to come together. Understand? Because Raila is Nilo. Lake region, Lake Basin Nilos. Lake Basin Nilos. Nani, my brother, friend, President William Ruto is Highland Nilos. And somebody added right now the referee for IPC is playing Nylon. So you see, they are together. So they are saying hi cousins. What's it wrong when we say hi cousins to come together? You start saying it's tribalism. But the person who's preaching tribalism in Kenya today is Malala. When he started labeling political parties, so UDA belongs to Kalenjin and you what? Every political party must be built from the grassroots. Unfortunately, ODM has done this. That's the only area ODM has managed for many years. ODM is the only party that maybe looks like it has a and it's also it has started tolerating divergent views. If it was ODM of Zamani, Sifuna will not be there. He would have been kicked out. The way he kicked out Babu. Yes, he would have been kicked out. And I'm telling Sifuna also to remember what he did to Ababu. But I'm happy that Sifuna has managed. I say a 3-man won ODM. Sifuna also this man, Kaleba Messi. They have managed to ensure that ODM respect the tenets of democracy and the freedom to speak. But during that time when Ababu was there, that was not there. Ababu was winning election in Nagasaran. What happened? Goods came and elections ended. But that's not what we want. Is to have democracy in our parties, in our political system. I don't have to talk about my party alone being democratic or what. We want to see. We don't want all these people are Kenyans at the end of the day.
Is DAP democratic?
You see, when you talk of democratic, I may not want to know. I don't know because I'm very new in the party, and I don't want to claim that I know so much about the party. I have been in the UDA, which I can tell you more about that.
Aspirants in Malava under DP, are you going for nominations? Because I believe that
that is why I'm telling you it's a Democratic Party from the name and from the action. You know, that's why everybody's running away from me. When I joined when I was in DAP, initially they ran away, I was alone. When I left briefly and joined Chirongo's party, they trooped, all of them came back and joined the DAP.
Yeah, because I believe Bisiega was also in DAP.
Yes, all of them, even Manyasi. Even Manyasi, the one who opened the office in Malava for DAP, is the one who paid rent for 6 months. They came together, trooped back to DAP. When I came back to DAP, they all trooped away, they all ran away. And that's why guns are aiming at me. So my party is a Democratic Party with those ideas, because when we were in Nairobi, they said, we are going to have a free and fair nomination. And when they gave me a chance to speak, I said, you young people, some of you are my cousins, what? Funga Uganda, funga mshipi kwe ngumu, kwa sababu mimi si mtu rahisi kisiasa. Mnaenda kukutana na ndume yenyewe ya Malava kabisa kwa hiyo nomination. When we came for the rally in Malava, they had all run away. I was left Lewis alone. After that rally in Malava, Lewis is still there, but now I'm happy my brother is now supporting me. Yeah,
he said he's supporting
you? Yeah, he's supporting me. Yes, Lewis is now supporting me, and I'm happy for him.
Oh, that's beautiful.
So next time, even if I left and he wants something, what will stop me from telling my people, this is the right person to vote for? You see? So there will be no nomination because I'm alone.
Oh, okay.
Lewis has decided to support me.
According to you.
Had decided to support me. And those who are there have run away. In fact, when Musalia came, the Potter, he gave them 2,000 each, and immediately he left, they were asking, after elections, why has he never come back here? After we voted him in 20, was it? The time Kioni didn't vote for him, when he was the deputy president, vice president for Musalia Mudavadi. The only constituency where he won was Malava. Hata kwake kwenyewe constituency yake Sapatia, he was beaten by Odinga. He has never come to people of Malava to say thank you. His point men 3 have died, 4 have died. He's never come for a funeral, even one. We lost Wetundu. Wetundu is the one who used to say, huyu Mudavadi akiingia bunge, mimi nakaa tu kwa mlango hapo. Nikikuona na kufungulia, unaingia. Kama wewe sio mtu yetu nakufukuza. He was that close to Mudavadi. Yeah. Mudavadi has not come for his funeral up to now. We lost Stephen Wambulwa, former MCA, Chimche Ward. A close friend, a close, even a relative. He has not come. We lost this chairman, Carlo, at Butali there. He has not come for the funeral. Juicy, we lost former MCA. Suit South or West. Tali, South Kapras. Close allies. He has never come for the funeral. So people are asking, what is he coming to do? From the day he became a cabinet prime minister and is minister for foreign affairs, and cabinet minister for foreign affairs, he has never appointed an ambassador from Malava. What is he coming to do? People are saying, let us eat the money, it is ours. It is our taxes. So for me, if they come, it's good, our people will get, it's time for my people to harvest. After this election, you will not see them all. Get that money. You don't see them all. Get that money, eat it, it's yours.
But why will they say that, Malava's by-election will actually be a reflection of 2027 elections, and yet we have, a number of by-elections in different parts? Very unique and a very good question. You see, people have never respected we are people. They call us, we are the swing community. Swing people with, a swing person is like a chicken without eyes. It can be redirected any direction. So they are saying, Mount Kenya has decided it's DCP or DAP, the opposition is gone. They are not having mathematics in Mount Kenya. But in northern Kenya, Panisa, they know, huko, it can go either way. So every person ameweka mambo yake huko. Hii ingine ya Nyanza tunajua hiyo ni ya Raila. Hiyo hata hiyo. But a miracle can happen. Raila can be beaten. Don't we have a party there that has 2 members of parliament? In Nyanza we have. MDG. The MDG, yes. That's true. So MDG, I have been that party leader is a friend of mine. And the way he operates, he is quiet nowhere. But that guy is a grassroots mobilizer. So they are saying, let us see in Malava, if they can vote for UDA, then Ruto is guaranteed of votes in the western region. That's why all their efforts is in Malava. And that's why we are saying, the Kenyans are going to speak through the people of Malava, and they are going to tell this administration that we don't want you. Your time is up. So we become very significant. Coast region,
They know it's ODM. But you see, they are not, Wiper is also very strong in cost. So they are not sitting pretty. If these young people had votes today, our work will be cut short. But in 2027, I can promise you, over 15 million young people will be voting. And we will send this administration home.
You know, in Malava sub-county, a number of youth, they are facing the issues of unemployment. And it's not just Malava, but of course across the country in many of the constituencies. But you as a leader, probably if they get to elect you, what plans do you have for unemployed youth, or rather youth in Malava generally, women, and people in Malava in general?
The issue of job creations in Kenya is not only an issue in Kenya. Joblessness is all over the world. We must address core issues. Why do we have high levels of unemployment in Africa? And when we address key issues and stop politicizing about unemployment and address and put up things that will address these issues, is when we are going to solve the issue of unemployment. It's not only an issue of Malava, it's an issue of Africa. For me, I speak, and they say I speak not like a politician. The challenge that we have is population rise in Kenya. And we are not left out as Malava. The population increase in Kenya is not matching the gross domestic product, coupled with corruption. So instead of the leaders working hand in hand to create employment opportunities, they are working hard to steal the money. That's why you see we have 10 billionaires in Kenya and 10 million beggars. Because the few fellows who have access to resources are stealing those resources. They are not working to see how those resources can create employment. Even when you talk of economic growth or infrastructure or manufacturing, industries, practical, tell us which industry are you talking about? What industry can you put in Malava to create employment? Value addition. So in Malava, apart from the general global challenge of population rise that is not able to be sustained by the gross domestic product, we are saying as a leader, number one is to ensure that the two factories that we have go beyond just production of sugar. We can, for example, say, why can't we bring a packaging industry in Malava? Instead of taking sugar to be packaged in Thika, we package it in Malava and create employment, and bring the one from Horoni, where this area is packaged around here. That's already creation of employment. We'll be saying, what other byproducts can we make from this sugar? Can we do like glucose? Can we make glucose to be used in hospitals? Can we make sweets? Basically, what can we do with these two factories to create more employment? And when you also agitate for even bringing of you hear them talk of there's no bank in Malava. They speak about that all the time. If you bring that bank there, I'm opening for 2 or 3 people, you improve lives. You bring MTC there, you create opportunities for people to build the hostels for students to stay, and you're creating some level of employment. The hospital is expanded, you also get opportunities for people to get employed there. All these things go into creating job opportunities. This development we are talking about, for example, anything that happens in terms of even a college, apart from the core function of teaching, there will be other people apart from the teachers or the tutors who will be teaching there. There are other people like the sweeper, the support staff, who will come from the local community. There are people who will build houses around there for the hostel for students to stay. They will need someone to clean those hostels, to make the place clean. It's a source of employment. You need a watchman at the gate of that hostel. It's a source of employment. So when you see this project going away and you don't do anything as a member of parliament, then your area is disadvantaged, because job opportunities that are supposed to come your way are going away. There are, of course, other conventional jobs. Obviously, every year we employ the police, the forces, we employ those people. If the opportunities are there, I'll ensure that my people get it. And when I say Malava, it doesn't mean the Kaparas people. I mean everybody who stays in Malava. Whether you are a Luo, you are bought land there, you are born there, you are a Malava person. So I want them to get me very clearly. If the history is written, I want to be the side of Zifuna of today. I want to be the side of Caleb Amisi of today. I want to be the side of Osodi of today. And of the past, I want to be the side of Martin Shku. I want to be the side of Muge. I want to be the side of Amalwa Kijana. I want to be the side of Masinde Muriro. And I want to be on the side of the original Jaramogi Oginga Odinga. I want to be on the side of Tom Mboya when history is written. I don't want to be on the side of the dark faces.
You know, you've talked of Caleb Amisi, Edwin Sifuna, and also...
And all those people. They are not the only ones.
Yeah. And actually, now, talking of those people, I've been told there is a third force that is coming in. I don't know... When you're saying you'd rather join the face, that group, I don't understand. Is it that you're gonna join this third force?
I've not said I'm joining.
No. I'm just giving a scenario. I've been told there is a third force that is being formed, other than the opposition that we know, led by Gachagua and Kalonzo Musyoka and Eugene Wamalwa, and we also have now, of course, the government with Raila Odinga.
Yes.
But I'm being told there is another third force that is coming in between of these young, vibrant people, Babu, Edwin Sifuna. Caleb Amisi, I've heard Wamushomba has also joined the team. You don't mind joining that team?
Wamushomba has been very consistent. I admire that girl. I admire her a lot. I want to meet her very soon and greet her and tell her you have done a good job. She has been very consistent. And that is the kind of leadership we want in Kenya. A leadership that subscribes to a particular philosophy. That this is what I want. And as long as your people resonate with what you stand for it. Not these people are changing day and night. So
do you think we have a third force?
I don't know about that. What I know is that we have the coalition of the opposition and those in government. I belong to the opposition, where I'm in a political party called DAP Kenya. And I didn't say I want to join them. I said when history is written, I wish it to be taught that side of the history and not the other dark face. The face that has killed our children. The face that murdered our leaders. The face that has robbed our economy. The faces that has robbed our pay slips to the extent that workers have become bakers in their own country. I don't want my name to be in that dark faces. The faces that have walked on the dead bodies of our children and went to take positions in government. I don't want to be there.
And when will you later UDA Malava?
I've spoken generally, but of course I have, when I go back to them, I ask them, si mimi nilileta UDA, wanasema ndio. Sasa kama niko ndani ya hiyo nyumba, na mimi nirudi nikwambie hiyo nyumba iko na moshi mingi, wewe will doubt me? They will say no, tutakuamini. So hiyo nyumba nakwambia iko moshi mingi, na iko kisirani huko ndani wanaua tu watu, ukiingia unakanyaka mifupa ya watu na damu imejaa kwa floor. Leave that house. You think they will stay there? They will hear me because I've been there. Yes, and it doesn't mean that because you supported somebody, we supported William Ruto. I had so much confidence in him. The confidence I had in William Ruto was on another level. I was so confident that he is a solution to the Kenyan problems. I believed in him and I fought for him. Even when my election was stolen, I said, as long as William is the president, I'm okay. But now you see, the first 3 months, I saw a different person. And I was the first person to tell my people, this one is not going in the right direction. Wakanipika vita. Angalia leo.
Some are saying you're criticizing him because you're not giving us a position.
Which position? Honestly, you people have never known me for all these years. If I want a job, what will stop me? Which job and I'm in a job? Do you know the job? They say niko na madharau na kiburi. They say niko na madharau na kiburi. That's why they don't want me when I answer this question. It's one of the reasons why they hate me, because I answer it with affirmation. I answer it with confidence that from where I sit, a position of a cabinet secretary is smaller than me. PS is smaller than me. I'm bigger than those positions. So, and I cannot afford to be given a job. Somebody wakes up tomorrow and fires me. And I have small children. Where do they go? I want a job. I'm confident. I'll be in office for 5 years. Not a job. And again, deadlines. Mimi mzee namna hii mtu anza kunipea deadlines. How can I do that? No. Me, I cannot give it. If I have no job, for example, I am just another person. I'm sitting in the village. Even I'll be a psychopath. You know, sometimes they say if you are poor, you can eat in the house where your mother was killed. That's how poverty is. But we have some poor people who have dignity. Na mimi sitawahi kuwa maskini. Nitakuwa maskini kwa nini? Kwani nitauziwa hii nyumba? Simi nitakuja tu kukaa hapa nikule ndizi, nakula mayai, maji niko na yangu hapo, naweka sola kama stima itanishindwa kulipa, naweka sola juu itakuwa inapambia mimi maji, siwe chini yangu nimetengeneza, I don't need anything from government. Simi ikikataa kufanya kazi juu sina credit, nitakuwa tunatembea mtu namtafuta na mguu. kama gari na mafuta hakuna, nitauza gari, ninunue baiskeli. And I live my life here in the village. Simple. Simple. Francis say simple. I live a simple life. Me, I'm a person who don't care whether I fall from grace to grass. I don't care because I came from there. I've slept hungry. I've slept without something to cover myself. So if I go back there, what is new? It's guys who are, my children might suffer because maybe they have not seen that life. But for me, I've seen everything. So if things go wrong and I come back here, I have built a house. You know, there are people in Nairobi who don't even have a house. Mimi niko na nyumba, nakuja kukaa hapa nikule mahindi. Mahindi ndio inavuna kwa shamba. Nalala nakula mahindi na ugali, mboga hapa nyuma iko, ndizi iko, muhoko iko, nini. I have small business of lands around here. So mimi hata ikikuwa ngumu sana naambia majirani kuja tuangusha hii fence, ndio watu wakinivamia mkuja haraka tunaangusha hii fence, nyumba inakaa kama ya majirani. Sasa tunatembeleana tu kwa local people. So me, I can fit in any life. But I will not fit in a life of somebody giving me directions. I will not fit in that one.
Boni Khalwale is still in, but criticizing the government at the same time. What was your take on, Khalwale's leadership skills, and especially right now, he's in the government but still criticizing the same government?
Who elected Khalwale? Is it the government?
No.
Who elected him?
Kakamega.
I voted for him. I voted for Khalwale to go and represent me, not to become some sort of sycophant of State House. So Khalwale is doing exactly what we sent him to do. And we are proud of him. For the first time in the history of Khalwale's politics, I'm proud of him. And I can say without fear of contradiction that I'm proud of Khalwale. He's doing the work we sent him to go and do in Parliament. No one is elected by State House. President was elected. I voted for him to go and do the work that pertains to the office of the president. We elected members of parliament, senators and National Assembly to go and do the work pertaining those two offices. And I have told you more than 3 times the work of the parliamentarian. So Khalwale is doing an oversight. He's doing representation and he's making law. So what else do you want him to do? You want him to keep quiet and just be clapping when they steal, he claps. When they kill our children, he claps. No, Khalwale, keep on. We are happy with you. And we are proud of you.
Your last comments, especially right now, the state of politics in the country.
My comment is that I want to urge the politicians who, like myself and others, to engage in the politics that has some hygiene. Let us not bring chaos. Let us not fight. Let us not involved in politics that goes into maiming the opponents and bringing young people together to fight each other. Because when you fight each other and you kill these young people, who are you coming to lead? Let us do our campaigns peacefully, and I'll urge all political parties across the board to ensure that there is free and fair. They should stop the business of promising people tickets early that leads to death, like what has happened in UDA. They should just, moving forward, I hope, moving forward, all political parties should desist from the idea of promising people direct nomination. I might be alone in the party today, but tomorrow 4 or 5 people come in, and you have promised me a political party, you have eaten my money, I've bribed you, I have done what? Then you start saying, oh, you see now there are others. Do you think life will be the same? It won't be the same. So my message to political leaders is that let us be concerned about the feelings of these people in our party who are aspirants. Even in the future, not right now. Let us not create a situation where we want to extort aspirants, and some of them are extorted to the level that they become depressed and they even lose their lives. I'm wishing all people who are going for the elections, peaceful campaigns, and whoever will be elected, serve everybody. Don't go there saying, oh, this was not my person, I cannot serve you, you cannot get money from CDF. Once you have been elected, you become a member of parliament for that constituency. You don't become a member of parliament for your party or for your followers. That's the message to everybody across the country. Because the challenge we've had in Malava is that once you are elected, you say, now, you are not my person. You will not get pass refund, you will not get this and this. Do a peaceful campaign and let the winner win. But if you lose, please don't steal elections. You are shaming Kenya and you are shaming Africa. If you are a If the people have not entrusted you in their votes, why do you have to steal an election that you know you have lost?
On the same, do you believe in the IEBC that is in place right now, that is going to deliver free, fair, and credible elections?
It will be pessimistic, or it will be too early to judge IEBC. They are also our sons and daughters, just as I've said, that we should not be too harsh and charge them unfairly. So you can also be charged unfairly if you do that. They have been barely in office. Let us give them a chance. Let us see what they do the by-elections. Then we can be able to have something to talk about it. For now, they are like a child who has not been born. We don't know, during those days, technology was not very good. So you will not know whether it's a boy or a girl.
Yeah.
But now, let the child be born, then we know whether it's a boy or a girl. Let us give them the benefit of doubt. They are Kenyans. And I know some of them could be eager to do the right thing because they know shambolic elections have led to bloodshed. And I don't think there's any Kenyan today who wants bloodshed in this country.
Elijah Memusi, MP Kajiado, talking about Gachagua being blocked not from entering the country because of what he has said out there, and they feel like that was not even right, talking about issue security outside the country, and so he should be blocked just like Miguna was blocked. What is your take on this?
That is a wild thought. Gachagua is a Kenyan. He has not changed he's not holding even two citizenship of any other country from where I sit. And those are just people who want to please William. When they speak like people who have gone out of their rockers, they want to please their master so they can be called in the evening and be given a chameleon. But you see, you can't stop a Kenyan from coming. If there's anything that Gachagua has done, there is law. There's the law that he should be subjected to. And if anyone has an evidence that has breached any law, let the courts make that decision.
Sure.
Memusi is not a court of law. Any the Kenaishungwa who are parking center, left, right, they're not court of law. So all I have to say is Gachagua is going to come home. If I'll have a privilege, I'll go to the airport to receive him. Yes. So no one is arresting him. Let them not dare.
Okay.
Yeah.
If ukimshika?
Si utaona yenye tafanyika.
If you don't win, will you go back to nurses ukue na ikazi yako?
I will not go back to nurses because I'm already there.
Oh, okay.
And I want to say without blinking my eye, this by-election is do or die. I don't make it, that's the end of my political career. I'm not a failure. Whether they steal my election or not steal, I will still have not made it. If I don't make it in any way, whether through stealing or doing what, that will be the end of my political career. I will not be interested in politics again. Let me nifanye vitu zangu, and I've already told you, I have a beautiful home. I have another home I've bought 4 homes. Four. I have Nairobi. I have 2 homes in Nairobi. I have a home at home I was born, where I have this one here, and I have other things in town here.
4 homes in
Kenya.
4 homes and 4 wives.
In Kenya, no, not 4 wives. Right now I have 2 wives.
Okay.
But there might be 3 or 4.
With a man, you can't really know.
No. And I don't ask me about population. I've told them the young ones who are coming, they only have 2 kids.
Huh?
Yes, only 2. And I'm saying every woman in Kenya should be told to have 2 kids only. It's only women who can dictate the population in this country, not men. So if a woman is restricted, 2 kids will control our population. Because a man can have 10 women. But a woman, if even a woman has 10 women, she will the one be giving birth, not the men. So if you want to have a policy on population, you must restrict women the number of kids they can give birth. So I'm saying my young wife or wife, only 2.
Ukiongeza watatu wewe hapa kupeleka
2 kids each.
Mweshi, lakini hii issue ya natembea na nani wamesort.
What are you looking for? I've answered this question.
Wamesort. No, I just want to know, like, wamesort, like, because no, the reason I'm asking, this will be like a disadvantage to you. No. Listen carefully. I am a person who respects institutions and organs established those institutions. I'm not a member of NEC.
And NEC made the other time, and they came out and said, we have resolved our issues, we are coming to Malava together, and you saw the posters, they were supposed to come, all of them.
Yeah.
So, and I have a meeting tomorrow with my brother Natembe in his office in Transfer to sort a few issues, and of course, we talk of small politics and sort other issues. So you see, as far as I'm concerned, you don't grow by killing your brother. Your brothers should be the pillars upon which you grow on. You know vile mtoto anatamba. So unataka kusimama na wewe unasema unataka kutoa hii kiti, utashikilia nini ndio usimame? So my principle has been, even before Mutavati became critical of me, I was saying we need to support all Luhya, regardless of where they are. But when Mutavati became critical of me, I have also become critical of him. You see, Wetangula is not talking, he's not doing politics. I have no problem with him. I will never mention him. I will never mention him in a bad light. But the moment he comes and starts fighting me, I'll go out blazing. But I'm happy Wetangula is not fighting me. He has not come, Speaker has not come on the ground to fight me. The only last time he came here, he came to support me. Remember that time? Yeah. I was out of the country. But Mutavati has come, done blazing, fighting me center, left, right. So that one will fight him. But the ideal should have been, all these are our children. If I were Mutavati, I would say, all these are our children. Even those in the opposition, they are our children. Even if you refuse me so much and you elect another one, I will still work with him or her because they are our children. But I'll have preferred that you give me one in my party. But to come and tell people elect mtu wa serikali sijui dini unatukana Panyako, you think you are not being a statesman. Wherever we are as a Luhya nation, if we must grow, we must learn not to break a brother for us to grow. And so my brother Natembe and my brother Eugene and myself and others, we are united, and our focus is to ensure that the Luhya nation rises again and is respected once again, and we have our own knife to cut that meat on the table. No one is going to cut and give us, and we'll only do that when we have enough Luhya nation supporting what we believe in. So the issue of the wrangles in DAP Kenya, that's what you're asking, from where I sit, is being handled by the internal organs of the party. And as from where I sit, there's no dispute. Because when I saw them on TV, they were together. Okay. And none of them has told me there is a problem. Yes.
And hazita kutatiza katika campaign?
That will be speculations.
Oh, okay. Sawa sawa. Don't you think that nani pia naye ako katika catch 22?
Who?
Savula. Because I was told that he's supposed to deputize Baraza 2027 as well.
No, but you see now, Savula is a DAP person.
I know, but now Baraza
so he cannot be in a catch 22 situation because the political matrix. Who told you that Baraza will be in ODM in 2027? Who told you that? No one has told you that. Politics in Kenya is dynamic and it changes overnight.
Okay.
We may even have Baraza
in DAP.
Yes. Who knows? No one knows. We may have that because you know, even that ODM, they are also having their own wars. We have LC with this troop and Oparanya there, they are fighting. Baraza on the other side is also fighting. So, and in the election that is coming, you are either in opposition or in government. So if they wrestle and chase, of course we have Halwade born Halwade there also. So if they rest and they manage to chase, for example, Baraza from ODM, we will be welcoming him in DAP Kenya. So let us not talk about 2027 so much because we don't know what will happen. Then Kenya politics has no hygiene, and you know it. It has no hygiene. We don't work on philosophy. We don't work on principles.
Okay.
So you can see things changing toward the election. How do you want to work on UDA? You can see all of them amended DCB. Our central. Before this period lapses, there will be a lot of movement. The political parties and people. So we do not know who will move where and who will not move where.
Yeah, true.
You can be surprised that at that time, even everybody from Mount Kenya leaves Ruto. Because we all know how hostile Mount Kenya can become if they don't want you. If they don't want a political party, how it can become hostile. We all know how Nyanza is like a cult behind Raila. But I'm happy there is infiltration now. Us here, we have been looked down upon because that swing vote, tuna macho. But we are saying through Malava, tutakuwa na macho. So a lot of things can happen. Let us focus on the by-elections. Only 1 year and about few months. Then we see what happens.
Angalia kwa hii kamera, ongea na watu wa Malava. What What message do you have for them?
I want to tell the people of Malava that first I want to thank you for the trust you have had in me the last 2 elections. You gave me votes and you elected me. It went the way it went. But I want to tell you that I don't take your support for granted. If you give me a chance for the coming by-election, I can assure you that I will serve you in accordance with your wish. I will give you the chance to decide what projects to be done. I'll be your advocate, I'll be your representative, and I'll represent you without fear or favor. If you elect me, and I know you're going to do it, I will not leave the project that had been initiated by the late Honorable Malulu Injendi. I'll ensure that those projects that were started by Malulu Injendi are completed, because those projects are meant to help my people in Malava. We have seen areas where when a new member of parliament comes in office, does not complete projects started by the other member of parliament. The first priority is to prioritize projects started by the late Moses Malulu Injendi. And for the village elders, Malulu Injendi had also worked on a very good proposed legislation on how village elders can be either remunerated or be given something at the end of the month as honor of the work that they do. I'll ensure that legislation is brought back to parliament and it is passed so that we honor and give you something for the good work that you do in the village. You are the first line of defense for government in terms of security. Anything happening in the society, in the community, mzee wa mtaa anaitwa, lakini halipi kitu. So we will ensure that that one is also completed. And for the rest, I want to say I humbly, kwa unyenyekevu, na waomba mnipikie kura tarehe 27 mwezi wa 11. I won't let you down, my people. Thank you.
27th November 2025, of course, that is the date scheduled for the by-election in Malava constituency and many other parts of the country. And of course, Mheshimiwa, we wish you well, wish you all the best.
Thank
and
you.
We're hoping next time we have an interview, we'll be talking to Mheshimiwa
I hope
Malava.
so.
Mheshimiwa Malava. So that has been Seth Panyako. Currently is the Secretary General of Kenyan National Union of Nurses in the country. He's also one of aspirants in Malava by-election on DAP-K ticket. Of course, we will be bringing you more of the leaders on this show to talk about issues they have in the country. But basically, currently, we've been focusing more on the Malava by-election and, of course, bringing you many of the aspirants in the race. Till next time, kwaheri.
Thank you.